What's up guys, Sanjay here from Tech for Spec, and today we have the International Galaxy S3 here for review. It's been a very highly anticipated device and we're very excited to review it, so stick around to hear about it. So when you're looking at this device, you immediately notice this beautiful 4.8-inch Super AMOLED HD display, which is 1280 by 720 pixels. Very impressive. Looking around the phone, we have on top here the front 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera, the ambient light sensor, and the proximity sensor. The speaker grill on top here, Samsung logo over there. We have a home button here, and you might think that it is a bit raised, but it's not. It's flush with the surface. I know when I saw pictures of it, it did look raised. It's some sort of illusion. Maybe it's just me. On each side of the home button, we have two capacitive buttons for Android functions. On the left side, we have the volume rocker, and on the bottom, we have a micro USB port and the microphone for voice. On the right side, we have the power button, nothing else, and on the top we have the 3.5mm headset jack, a latch to yank the battery cover off, and the active noise cancellation microphone. On the back, of course, we have the speaker grill, which has moved from down here to up here. The Galaxy Note, the Galaxy S2, all the phones I remember except for the Galaxy S have been down there. We have the 8 megapixel camera and the LED flash, and another Samsung logo that has a feeling. It's not paint, it's been engraved. So inside this device we have a 1.4 GHz quad-core Exynos 4412 processor, and that makes this device run very smoothly. It's like nothing I've felt before. We have 1 gig of RAM to go with it, which is about the same as the Galaxy S2, but the international versions are getting 2 gigs of RAM. That's a completely different story though. And we have the 4.8-inch Super AMOLED HD screen, which is 1280 by 720. I talked about that a little while ago. It is truly really beautiful. It's the same screen as the Galaxy Nexus, but it has been tweaked to be much better than the Galaxy Nexus. So we're very happy with it. So taking a closer look at the display, we have the Galaxy Nexus here and the Galaxy S3 here. And I don't know how keen your eye is, but in the Galaxy Nexus, the Pentel matrix is much more evident than it is in the Galaxy S3. Samsung has done a great job making the Pentel matrix virtually invisible here. It's really that good. And compared to the RGB color matrix in the 1X or the iPhone 4S, the Pentel matrix consumes less power, so it makes a huge difference in battery life if we look at it that way. Now in outdoor visibility, the Galaxy Nexus would be far superior to any, the Galaxy S3 or anything with a Super AMOLED screen would be far superior to, say, the HTC One X with the Super LCD 2 display, or the iPhone 4S with the IPS display. The Galaxy S3 would do much better in outdoor visibility. In low light conditions as well, say if you're in a dark room, you'd be able to see the backlight in an iPhone 4S or the HTC One X. But in the Galaxy S3, the blacks are dark. There is no backlight in the Galaxy S3. So the blacks are completely black and the contrast ratios are amazing. The color production though should be better in the HTC One X, and I've used it. It is a little bit better, but you won't be losing out on the Galaxy S3. You definitely won't be, especially if you're outdoors a lot. The camera of the Galaxy S3 is actually very good in outdoor conditions. You can take a picture, a panoramic picture, or any sort of picture, and be very happy with it. It would actually look like you took it from a point-and-shoot camera. However, when you do go to the lower light levels, it is going to start to suffer, as you may be seeing right here. It is almost useless in low light conditions. So that is something to take into consideration. Now the Galaxy S3 will be running 4.0.4, and as you can see, it's covered in Samsung's TouchWiz overlay, which is, in my opinion, the best version of TouchWiz, and it is very buttery, silky smooth. As you can see, there is no form of lag anywhere. You can do whatever you want with it, and it should be as smooth as it is because it is running a quad-core processor, and it is Android Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0. So the app drawer has been separated into apps and widgets, just like in the Galaxy Nexus in stock Android, and it does not move from apps to widgets, so you have to switch to widgets. It's a little annoying looking at all these pages if you want to pick a widget, but it's not too bad. With the TouchWiz overlay, we get a whole bunch of features that we can select to turn on. Let me just get to the features here. Now in display, we have Smart Stay, which we can select, which will detect if you were looking at the phone, and if you are, it will keep the phone on without dimming it. If you go to motion here, you have a whole array of different features that you can turn on. They're really useful, but they don't work as they should sometimes. Like for example, tap to top. When you double tap your Galaxy S3, it's supposed to reach. It's supposed to take you to the top of the list, say contact list, but it doesn't work with all apps. And Smart Alert is if you have put your phone down, and say you were talking to your friends, you miss a call, you pick it up, it's gonna give you a little buzz to let you know that there are notifications waiting for you. Tilt to zoom is if you put two fingers on the screen, you can do this, move your phone to zoom in and out. Again, quite useless, because pinching to zoom is much easier to do than that. Pan to move icon, that is if you're in the home screen, you select an icon, you can move the Galaxy S3, tilt it in this fashion to move from home screens. Again, not very useful, and there's a whole array of different functions, and they do make life easier with some of those features, but I wouldn't use them, and as you can see, I had turned them all off. So we can appreciate the effort Samsung has taken to put those in there. Now, something Samsung is being sued for is S Voice, and it does get some things done. I'm just gonna back out of it while I talk. It does get things done, but it can be very finicky, so it wouldn't be the most intuitive, or it is pretty intuitive. It wouldn't be the most functional way to go ahead and set up your appointments, but I'm gonna go ahead and try some things here. What's the weather like today?
Partly sunny today. The current temperature is 24 degrees.
Set an appointment for tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Okay, should I save this task?
Cancel.
Okay.
So there you go, and you can wake up your the S Voice by saying "Hi Galaxy." Now you can say "Hi Galaxy" and it's gonna wake up again, isn't it? Okay, cool. So you can do that. You can set your phone to wake up whenever you say "Hi Galaxy" without having to turn your screen on, but that of course is gonna heavily affect battery life. And speaking about battery life, I've been getting very satisfactory results for battery life. I've been using this phone for 3 days now, and battery life has been exceptional. And let me just go to battery life so you can see what I'm talking about. Now this is with quite heavy usage. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. This is with heavy usage. I've kept my screen on for 4 hours and 11 minutes. Now that's a long time. With my Galaxy Nexus, I usually see a day's use with 2 hours of screen time on, and it would be dead by the time I get back home from wherever I am. And mostly I've been browsing a lot, I've been sending a lot of messages, there have been calls, and it's still kicking alive and kicking at 8%. So this battery will last you a good day and a half, maybe. On mid usage, if you use your phone a lot, you'd probably be able to use it for a good day before having to charge it. So you shouldn't have too much trouble. The 2100 milliamp hour battery is pretty good. So the Galaxy S3 also, the same as the Galaxy Nexus, they both have NFC capabilities. Let me just try to send a game or a link to the Android app market. Say I want to play Mass Effect Infiltrator. This will lead to an issue that I'm about to talk about. Now turn on Mass Effect Infiltrator here. I want to send it to the Galaxy Nexus, Galaxy S3. Now I'm going to beam it. And there you go. Now this leads to the issue I'm going to talk about, which is that the Galaxy S3 can't find several games that it should be able to easily play, like GTA 3 or Max Payne, most of the Gameloft games. This is weird. I don't know why it's not able to play them. I'm sure if you do root your Galaxy S3 and get a custom ROM on, you should be easily able to play it, but say for the usual end user, they cannot play it at the moment. They probably will be fixed, so I don't know what's going on. But that is a big issue for me. I enjoy Mass Effect Infiltrator. I do play a lot of Mass Effect 3, and I want those Galaxy points because I do not like the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3. That is completely irrelevant. So that brings us to the end of this review. The Galaxy S3 is a great device, and you will definitely not be disappointed if you do end up buying it or going on contract with it. It will last you a good 3 years, and the battery is removable from the back here. One thing you should take care of is how slippery this phone is. The hyperglaze coating on the back makes it incredibly slippery, but it does repel all scratches like Samsung claims. It has not been scratched and has been in my pocket with keys and cards. So definitely a good phone, and you won't be disappointed. So we give this phone a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe to our new channel, it is Tech for Spec. We'll be working on new videos. We'll be bringing product reviews, ROM reviews, and everything that you can think of. So it's a new thing that I'm starting with a friend of mine, and yeah, if you would like to subscribe, the link to go will be right here. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Sanjay, and I will talk to you guys later.